Okay, well, thank you everyone for joining us. Happy New Year. I'm so glad that we're finally done with 2023 and beginning a new slate. I hope you
Yeah.
guys are all doing better or healthy at least, because I know a few of us got sick. I know I got sick during the holidays. But here we are, new year, new me. And tonight's session is going to be based on, setting New Year goals and just asking your questions as to why, how, and what, you know. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and pass it along to Charlene. She is going to have a little writing assignment set up for you guys, so just be ready for that. I'll pass it along.
All right. Happy New Year, everybody. I'm so happy that we're done with holidays. Holidays are very stressful. Require a lot more energy than we sometimes have, and commitments that we're not ready for, like spending more money than we have. And it's just so much. So I'm always really, really happy when the holidays are finally over and we can go back to creating balance in our life and moving forward. So, with goal setting, every New Year's, everybody sets goals. And this year I'm going to exercise more. And this year I'm going to go on a diet and eat better. And this year, and the problem with all the New Year's resolution goals is they're very general and very vague. There's no specific thing. And more importantly, the reason why most people don't end up reaching their goals or doing anything towards their New Year's resolution is that no one's really clear of what they really want. So Oprah Winfrey always would say that the one question that she always asked all of her participants and the people that she interviewed over the many years was, what do you really want? And most people didn't really know. They didn't have an answer. And if you don't have an answer to what you really want, goal setting is sort of useless, because your what do I want is what starts to form then the goal. So the first question I'm going to ask you guys, and this is a hands-on assignment tonight where you're going to be processing and writing. I want you to get a notebook or a piece of paper, and preferably a notebook, something that you can continue writing on these questions that we're going to be, that I'm going to ask you to write down and then start to answer. Because until you know what you want and then why you want it, nothing else matters. It's sort of useless. So let's start with the what. What do you want? What do you want this year? I'd like you to write that question down. What do I want? Answer it. Just something. The more you look at that question after this session over the next few days, there's other things that are going to come out from you. And you're going to say, oh yeah, and I really want this. What do you want? What do you really want? It could be, I want to feel secure. And how and why? Because if I don't feel secure, I'm always in survival and anxious, and I can't be creative, and I'm stuck. I can't move forward. So what does that mean? Well, I guess I really want to get a consistent paying job that allows me the money to start to plan on being secure, right? So what do you want? I want security. I want to know that I'm safe. What does that mean? I want a home. I don't want to be traveling from place to place. I don't want to be not knowing where my next step is. I want to know that I can see the future ahead of me, even as of the end of the week. So I want you to answer that question first, because that's the beginning of goal setting. What do you want? I want to have a better relationship with my family. They have disengaged me because of things that I've done and consequences, and they don't want any part of me, and I want to repair that. I need to be a part of my tribe again. Or I need to form a new family in a new tribe. That's really important for survival, yes? So what do you want? I want to pay off my debt. I don't want to have to wake up every single weekend worried, oh my God, how am I going to pay that? How am I going to do this? I'm going to do that. I want to pay off my debt. I don't want to have to worry about that debt looming over me. What do I want? I want to be healthier. I don't want to feel this high blood pressure sickness, this diabetic out of balance. I don't want to feel achy all over my body. I want to feel good in my body. Because if I feel good in my body, I'll be able to move forward and create a better life for myself. What do you want? I want to mend my relationship with my kids. There's a drift. There's things that have happened and we're separated, and it hurts me to the core, and I can't move forward until that's okay. What do you want? So take a moment to write down something. Doesn't have to be many things, just one. What do I want? I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to drink alcohol every day anymore. I don't want to smoke pot every day anymore, or whatever it is. I don't want to overspend anymore. I don't want to be a couch potato anymore and get bigger and bigger and more unhealthy anymore. What is it that you want? That's the very first question in goal setting. And you can't move forward and have a goal that you then start to think about, how am I going to get this goal, until you know what you want. And that's everybody's dilemma, that when asked, well, what is it that you want? And goes, I don't know, I'd be happy. What does that mean? What makes you happy? What makes you happy? Unless you're clear what you want, we can't move forward in goal setting. So a lot of people, they say, well, New Year's resolution, I'm going to exercise every day, and I'm going to diet, and I'm going to be kinder, and I'm going to be this, I'm going to be more patient with my kids, and I'm going to, I'm not going to call in sick every Monday at work, I'm going to be consistent. Why? If you don't know what you want, there's no why. So the second thing, and this is something, I'm giving you an outline of what I'm hoping that you will take time with every day for like 10, 15 minutes and just jot things down. What do I want? I want to be happy. I want to have fun. I'm always working. And then there's the kids, and they're sick, and this, and I don't feel safe or secure. God, I wish I could just have fun for one day or one weekend and not have to worry about everything. Just have fun. I would love to just have a manicure, even if I do it myself, and feel like I'm taking better care of myself. What do you want? So this question will begin your process of going deep inside of yourself and asking yourself, what do you want? What do you really want? I want someone to love me. I want someone to take care of me. I want to take better care of myself. I want to be acknowledged for what I do. I don't want to be ignored. What do you want? Start there. Number 2, you'll probably be doing a lot of soul searching journaling, hopefully, because if you really want to set some goals that you're gonna accomplish, you got to go deep within yourself. Second question, so leave plenty of room if you have a notebook. Pages later, why do I want it? Why? Why do I want to lose 20 pounds? Well, if I lose 20 pounds, my back won't hurt anymore. And I won't have to take all these pain pills. And if I lose 20 pounds and feel lighter and pain-free, I'll be able to start exercising a little bit, maybe going for walks every day. And if I do that, I'll start to feel better about myself and I'll feel lighter. Why do you want the things that you're writing down that you want? You know, I really want to attract a healthy partner to help me along my journey, someone by my side as I go through my life. Why? Because I know that with someone by my side, I'm going to feel safer and I'm going to feel loved and supported. And that's going to give me the energy to get better care of myself and love and support my family. And life will just move in a better energy forward. Why do I want to have stability and financial security? So I don't want to have to worry every day about how I'm going to pay the bills. I want to be responsible in knowing that as with my efforts and my work and budgeting and savings, that I'm going to be okay. That I'm going to be able to live even the simplest of life without worry. And that's big. And that's my why. Why? So that's the second question. Why? Why do you want what you want? How is it going to benefit you, help you, take you where you need to go in your heart, the things that you want in your heart? Yes? And then the third question, how? How am I going to get this? I want to pay all my debt off by the end of this year. Okay? Why? Because I don't want to worry anymore about this. This is weighs on my mind. I feel stressed about it. I don't want to feel that anymore. I want to be able to move in my days and be creative and move the way that I want without worrying about that looming thing over my head. And then get to the other side where I actually get to save and plan for my future. Security, that's really what security is. Because we live in this world where that matters for security. So, how are you going to do that? Well, I have to get a job, maybe. Maybe you start there. Well, how? I'm going to get a job. And then I'm going to pay my bills, and if there's $5 left over after paying everything and eating and putting gas in the car, I'm going to put it in the savings. And I'm going to do this week after week. month after month, month after month. And then I'm gonna pay $10 more that I would pay on this credit card. If you have credit card debt, than I would normally. And then maybe when things get, as you pay things off gradually, you put $50 more. And eventually by the end of the year, you pay your debt. So the how is the plan. What's my plan? I'm going to lose 2 pounds in the next 30 days. How are you going to do that? And then we want to talk about the realistic aspects of your wants. I want to win the lottery. Okay. How doable is that? One, when they say 1 in a 90 million percent. Yeah. So, realistic goals. Goals that you know that you can accomplish. I'm going to lose 2 pounds in 30 days. That's realistic. You can absolutely do that. You can do that. There's nothing in the mind that says, oh, hell no, I can't do that. You can do that and still cheat here and there. You can do that, even 1 pound. So setting goals that are realistic, that you know in your mind, when you read it, when you write it, when you say it back to yourself, when you tell your sister, your husband, your spouse, your coworker, you know what? I have this goal. I'm gonna lose 2 pounds this month in 30 days. They're like, oh, that's it? Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. You can do that easily with very little changes. Just walking 30 minutes every day, you'll lose it. Right? Maybe taking out some late night snacks after dinner, you'll lose it. Doesn't have to be a big thing, but it's goals that you can set, that you know that you can do. So when people get really vague and they say, I'm going to lose 100 pounds or 50 pounds this year, well, what does that mean? Your mind hears that and says, there's no way we're going to do that. We'd have to starve to death. We'd have to run every day for 10 miles. We can't do that. Remember the knees? Remember the back? Remember the ankle? We can't do that. And so you don't. So again, what do I want? Why do I want it? How am I going to get it? And again, you go back to, what do I want? Get specific. I'm going to lose 2 pounds in 30 days or 60 days. I'm going to lose 1 pound of fat a month. That's really realistic and doable. And the lifestyle changes, that is the how to do that. When you go this small and realistic, will be more permanent. And you'll keep repeating that over and over and over, where it becomes, this is the way that I live now. I'm not going up and down, gaining 20 pounds and losing 5, gaining 30 pounds and losing 10. No more of that. You'll start to gain daily habits that will sustain those goals that are attainable. What do I want? Why do I want it? How am I going to do it? Those are the 3 main questions that you want to ponder on and write about, because this is all about soul searching and journaling. No one can tell you, and they will. Everybody always says, you need to do this and this and this and this. And you're like, okay. And you feel pressured. I'm going to do this because everybody's doing this. We're all in this competition in the office to lose the most weight by this time. And you're like, I don't really feel like doing that. Because it's not important to you. What do you want and why? And then how? And then go back to the what's. Are these what's? I want this. Get specific about your wants. So step 4 would be get specific about your wants. I want this weight. Okay. How much weight? Well, I want to start with 10 pounds. Okay. And give me more specific. Well, I'm thinking I'm going to lose 10 pounds in the next 4 months. And you'll feel it as you're talking to yourself and writing this. You'll feel like, no, I don't think I can do that. Okay, 5 months. Maybe 10 pounds in 6 months. And you're going to get into that place where you think, you know, I totally can do 10 pounds in 6 months. Absolutely. Because what I have to do to lose 10 pounds in 6 months is going to be more gradual. It's not going to just, you know, make my lifestyle upside down, and I'll go into feeling deprived and anxious and pressured. Because the minute you feel any of those things, you're not going to do it. You'll start for a week and then you'll say, oh, who cares anyway? I don't really need to lose 10 pounds. I've been this weight for so long, I'm fine. And that is a weak why. Some people will say, well, I really need to lose 20 pounds because my cholesterol is so high. I'm pre-diabetic. I don't want to go into insulin shots, you know, for the rest of my life. And my cholesterol is so high. My blood pressure is high. And if I don't lose 20 pounds in the next 6 months, I'm going to have to go on all these medications that I will probably have to be on for many, many, many years. And then if I actually then, after many years, decide I don't want to have all these side effects of all these medications, and I don't want to be on all these medications, the weaning off of the medications is actually twice as long as from when you started. So it's a long, long, long journey. So you got to know that why. I don't want to have to take this insulin. I don't want to have to be dependent on high blood pressure pills. I don't want to have a stroke at 50. What is your why? You got to be clear of your why. Some people will say, well, you know, if I lost, you know, 10, let's say weight loss, as New Year's is all usually about around weight loss and exercise. You know, if I lost 20 pounds, I don't have to wear that girdle anymore. That girdle hurts me. And it hurts me. I can't breathe. I want to get to the point where I don't have to wear that anymore. Why do you want to exercise? I'm tired of back pain. I'm tired of having sciatica pain. I don't want to live on pain pills. I'm doing this because I want to get strong so I don't have to rely on any of those things, and I don't have to be in pain. What is your why? What is your why? I want to be debt free so I can have choices. I'm not limited to what I can and cannot do because there's so much debt and little income, and I can't move. I'm trapped in this box. I want to set myself free. I want to have choices. And then be, after debt free, save money and secure a little home for myself that I can retire in. Why? Why do you want to go to nursing school? Because I really love helping people, and this is a job that is secure, and anywhere I go, I'll find a job. I can move anywhere in the country and find a job, and I can support my children and myself. And I don't need to rely and hope on a partner to come to help me through the journey, because I'll be able to do it on my own. If somebody comes by my side, it's because it's a blessing. I no longer have to choose the people around me because I'm in survival and I need them. Why? And the last thing is, only set 2 or 3 goals. Don't go all over the place. I'm going to lose weight, and I'm going to find a better job, and then I'm going to break up with my boyfriend, my partner, and divorce my husband, and then I'm going to do this. And because if you're all over the place, we just don't have the energy to go all those places. Focus on 1 or 2 things that are really important right now for you changing your life in 2024. And believe me, by focusing on 1 or 2 of these things, so many other things in your life, relationship stuff, career or job stuff, fun stuff, security stuff, health and wellness stuff, will all come into place just because you focus on this one thing. It will take care of a lot of things in your realm. Now, I want to open it up to the group. If anybody wants to share one thing that they're sure of that they want to change this year. One thing that they're sure of. This has to change. I can't do another year with this.
I need to commit to losing 15 pounds this year.
In the year, this is perfect.
Yeah. Hopefully more. Why
And
I want to
start there again. When you go real zealous and big, we give up. It's too much. The mind can't wrap itself around that, and if your mind's not in there, you're not in it.
Yeah.
And so break that down.
Okay.
So maybe 1 pound or 2 pounds a month.
See, that's where, I'm thinking maybe 2 pounds a month, right? Because there's 12
That's
months.
great.
Yeah.
2 pounds a month.
Yeah. 2 pounds a month.
1 to 2, and always give yourself a range.
Okay.
1 to 2 pounds a month is my goal. When you hit that 1 pound loss, you're like, okay, I reached my goal. It'll motivate you to keep going.
See, but my problem is that my weight fluctuates.
Of course it does. And
so
everybody's weight fluctuates. So, what you weigh in the morning is your true weight after you pee. By the afternoon, you've gained 2 or 3 pounds. That's not the true weight.
Okay. All right. I'll keep that in mind. All right. The why I want to do it, I just want to feel better about myself. I want to feel hopefully a little bit, just better about myself,
lighter.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I feel heavy sometimes in the morning.
Yeah, and the heaviness, it weighs on you emotionally. It weighs on you mentally. When you have too much weight around your heart and your organs and your body, your back starts to hurt. There's so many things that go, and when you don't have that lightness, there's not a lot of room for creativity to expand and to do something new, because you're like, I just want to get through the day. So yeah, good. That's your why. Now, how are you gonna do that?
Eating healthier, going on walks during lunch, or I can
Okay,
also
so eating healthier is very general. How are you gonna, what are you gonna, so that's where everybody goes wrong. So,
eating
okay,
eating
so what
smaller.
are you gonna give up that you're doing right now that you know is contributing to feeling heavier? One thing you're gonna give up.
Soda.
Okay, so for the month of January, you're gonna give up soda, and that's all you're gonna do.
There's more.
No,
Oh,
but
okay.
that's all you're gonna do. And what I'm trying to point is this: when you say I'm gonna give up soda, I'm gonna give up fast food, I'm not gonna eat past 5, blah blah blah. You're not gonna do it. So every month, do one thing that you know is contributing to excess calories, because overweightness is two things: too many calories in, too little calories out. What does that calories out mean? Exercise,
Mm,
right? One thing. So the first thing that came to your mind is soda. So for the month of January, I said, I'm going to commit to not drinking soda this month. That's it.
easy as that.
Okay.
Okay.
Stop there.
Okay.
And then February, we'll go to the next step.
All right.
But that's it. Now, movement.
Mm-hmm.
Calories out. So with body weight and body, it's calories in, calories out. So what's the calories out? What are you going to do to burn some calories?
Go on.
And nothing more than 30 minutes.
Yeah, going on walks for my lunch after lunch, basically.
Absolutely. 30-minute walks for your lunch.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do no sodas and I'm going to walk for 30 minutes at lunchtime. That's it. Punto y pelado.
Okay.
On February, we'll go to the next level. But you want to start that way. You want to start with something that, yeah, I can do that. Totally, I can do that. That's all that's all you have to do.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised of what's going to come out of just those two simple things.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Because I tell myself this every year.
I know, but you know, fingers crossed is saying maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. I'm going to commit to not having sodas for 30 days. And I'm going to commit to walking 30 minutes every day. Period.
Mm-hmm.
And see what happens.
All right. Are we going to do a follow-up of this?
Yes. And then you go to the next level. Then February, we go a little bit deeper. I'm going to stop eating by 7. You know, it's like you can't do it all at once. It doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
You got to start with little things. And then when you do it, you're like, oh, God, I feel so much better. I'm sleeping better. Just the sugars alone is going to change how your insulin works in your day, and the insulin levels mess with your hormones. Your hormones are going to get more balanced. So, and that means you're going to have more energy. So many things are going to come out of getting rid of sodas for 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
So many things.
That
and
also includes juices, right?
Walking, energy, and walking gives you renewed energy, especially in the middle of the day. Like you said, you get new energy to be more creative in the afternoon. You're not so tired. Helps you to poop.
Mm-hmm.
When you're not constipated and you're regular, you lose weight. Your whole body systems are in a better place. Your circulation's better. I mean, so many things come from those two simple things.
Yeah. And then
just stop there and start there.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Start tomorrow. Anybody else? Anybody else wants to share something that they want to commit to do?
Yeah, mine is sugar in general.
Sugar. Okay,
Because I
but what
love like
sugar?
sweets. So I'm like, so no, so natural ones like in a smoothie, so fruit I can do. But if I can't get any desserts or
Okay, so
any
choose
sweets,
one thing that you do regularly that you know, I really should not be doing this every day. I feel it in my body that it's not okay. Like Lisa, sodas. Give me one thing.
I think overeating. So even though my frame is smaller, everything goes to my stomach area. And so that's always been a problem area. So I
Well,
think I have to,
and that's true, but it's too general. We got to start with one simple thing. I'm not
so
gonna eat
small portion.
donuts from the donut shop every day anymore. I'm not gonna eat my Reese's peanut butter cups every night. There's one thing, because we can't change it all in one day. We have to start with small
So,
things.
so oh, yeah, so much. But with sugar, it's so broad. So I will
I
only
know.
stick to eating fruits or sweets. That will be the only sweet that
Okay,
product that I
so
can.
for the next 30 days, you're only going to have natural fruit and nothing else sugar processed.
Correct. Like, yeah.
Can you do that?
Yes, because that's my goal for this year.
Okay, and why do you want to do that?
Diabetes runs in my family,
That's
and I
right.
know like a couple of months back they were saying pre-diabetic, but then they
You're
say, "Oh, you're not
pre-diabetic.
anymore." But the fact that they even said that, I'm like, okay, I need to
Yeah,
get
the
the sugar
time
out.
the time has come. Yeah, when they start talking pre-diabetics, we're here. We're here. We gotta. It matters now. Before it's like, yeah, it's a reward system. We were always rewarded with sugar as infants, and now it's like, oh shit, it's making me sick. Yikes. Yeah. Okay, so then commit to for the next 30 days. We start tomorrow. The next 30 days, if we want anything that has sweetness, it will be some natural fruit.
That's a good plan.
Okay, and then the next thing I want to tell you is that as you're doing this in the next 30 days, when you start going, when your body starts going, oh my god, I need sugar. Because sugar is like a heroin. When you start going, you want to increase your protein.
Oh, that's a good.
So if you increase your protein, like having eggs in the morning, just eggs, nothing else, just eggs. You don't have to have bacon, toast. Just a couple of scrambled eggs, and you have protein at lunch and some protein in the dinner time. Your sugar cravings will go down, and
What's in your
the
fridge?
fruit will be enough. Okay?
Thank you.
More protein. Protein is the answer to smashing sugar cravings.
Nice.
And we think, we're like, I'm trying, I really want to, I really have this goal, but we're not eating protein, we're having carbs, bread, pancakes, sandwiches. We have all these carbs, which is sugar. So our body's still jonesing for sugar. And how do we help our body to not want to go there? Is protein, 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 and more protein. And then you'll be successful. Especially if you're pre-diabetic, more protein.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, 30 days, just increase your protein, only have some fruit when you feel like a sugar craving. See what happens. But without that protein intake increase, it's going to be hard. Your body's not going to be able to be okay with it. I'm telling you right now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we also have to work with our body, because sugar is a drug to our body. And when you're addicted to drugs like sugar, alcohol, sugar, carbohydrates, sugar, you will need to give your body something to say, it's okay, we're gonna be okay. Just have a scrambled egg and you're gonna be okay.
That's funny.
It's true though, it helps. Anybody else? All right.
Yeah.
That's today's message is the beginning of a journaling process where you have your notebook and you start putting the question, what do I want? And every day you look at it and something else will come. I want to be happy with my husband. I don't want to fight with my sister anymore. I don't, things will start to come. And when those wants come, it's coming from deep in your heart. Those are the things you're going to be able to accomplish, because there are things that you really, really want. I don't want to be in this marriage or in this relationship or in this house anymore because everybody's fighting and they make me feel small. I don't want to feel small anymore. That's your why. Why do you want out of that place? Because that's my why. Okay, how are you going to do it? And then the whys. Why do I want these things? Why do these things matter to me so much? How is it going to improve my life? Something in my heart is yearning for these wants, but why? You got to go deep inside. And then the last thing is how. How am I going to do it? And the how is where you want to get realistic.
Yeah.
1 pound a month. Sugar is my fruit and nothing else. Walking for 20, 30 minutes at lunch instead of sitting on my phone. How am I going to do it? Little teeny daily actions over time get you to your goal. No skipping.
Yeah.
Committing. And they have to be small things that you can actually do. I'm going to walk for 2 hours every day, and I'm going to go intermittent fasting, and I'm going to only eat for lunch. You'll last maybe 2 days. And then you're back to where you started. Has to be things that are small.
Let me interrupt you real quick. I think Khalil might have had a question, right?
Greetings. Yeah, I did. My question was, is there ever a reason why that's like kind of a bad motivation? Like sometimes people say, you
You cut out.
What? You cut out. Oh, I really want to hear.
sorry about that. Somebody, like I've heard before where they say like your reason why, like if it's a negative reason why it backfires, and then other people say like use your why, no matter positive or negative, to help you feel you for your goals. What's your opinion on that? Like, could there be a such thing as a negative why to move you to do something positive for yourself?
Well, I mean, like life, right? If you don't know, if you want to do something, there has to be a why. I mean, look at these people that are refugees, right? I'm leaving my country because they assassinated my parents and my children. And if I don't leave this country, I'm not even sure how I'm going to get wherever I'm going to get. I'm going to be killed. There's a why that to move them into an action. So the why hopefully is positive. I mean, even in a negative situation, right? Where you're in a situation where you feel not supported, you feel judged. Everybody's judging you and criticizing you, you feel small, and you're sort of, you feel trapped, and then that makes it go into shame. Well, the reason why you want to get out of that is because you don't want to feel that anymore. So sometimes there is a negative circumstance for you to really get clear with your why, right? And that's an obvious. You're in survival mode. I don't want this anymore. I don't feel good about myself. I'm not I'm not advancing. I'm not becoming the best person I can be because I have all this stuff around me that's holding my head underwater. Well, that's a really strong why. But you can also find the whys in the positive, where maybe things are sort of settled around you and you think, well, everything's sort of okay. You know, I'm stable and but I'm not happy. What's missing? What do I want? For me, for example, I'm a workaholic. I'm caregiving all the time. I'm always out there and doing for others. And I get to the place where there's no time for me. There's no rest time. There's no pause. It's always do, like, you know, like a nurse in a war nurse and doctor. There's never any rest. You're always on. There's always stuff going on. And I think, oh my God, it would be so great if I could just have a Saturday off. So I can balance and rest and just do nothing, not have to caregive, not have to give anybody a shot, not have to put out a fire, right?
What would be your recommendation for someone who has the personality type to be an over like workaholic to now find balance in 2024 and be able to not feel like guilty for wanting to rest and heal and not be burning out at the last minute, but actually plan for rest? Like, what
Well,
would be your suggestions
you're
for
talking to
including
the
that?
choir because that's me. I give, and then burn out, you know, crash and burn. And what I've learned that from doing that, my heart is like your heart is big, and you want to go and to work and to keep giving and to prove yourself. I'm going to prove to everybody that I'm good and that I'm worthy. They don't even care. Really, what I've learned is, you know, I'm spinning my wheels for approval and to be a part of the team and to be a part of the tribe. And most of the time, nobody's even looking. So what I have learned is that when I take care of myself and when I say, I have time for this and this, but I have to have time for me. I have to have time, and not in a selfish way. It's not a narcissist thing. It's self-care and preservation. When I have time for rest and for balance, and in that rest, I find a balance. I've been meditating every morning, 5 minutes, because after 5 minutes, I start getting the rings from my senior patients. I'm up. I need something. So I have 5 minutes. I'm like, 5 minutes for me. Do I feel guilty? No. I used to say, well, I should really get up and start preparing and doing the diapers and doing this and that and being ready for when they ring the bell. In the meantime, I've done nothing for myself. And that's a journey that you're going to wrestle with, that part, for the rest of your life, because that's just innate in you. You are someone that has to move. I'm that person too. And I'm somebody that's always wanting to please and to do better and to have people go, yeah, Charleen, hooray, because that gives me this validation that I'm looking for. But really, if I don't validate myself, and give myself that self-care and some downtime and the quiet time and saying a little bit more no's than the yeses, then I'm going against the current. I'm swimming against the current and I'm harming myself. And if I'm harming myself, what good am I to anybody else? Because number one is you, self-love, self-care. If you are not feeling supported and cared for by you, not waiting for someone to do it for you or some person to come in your life to take care of you and to give you that security. But if you can do that for yourself, then what you are giving when you can to others is from a glass full, not from, oh God, I'm so tired. Guess I'll go help Aunt Mary because she needs me. You're dragging and you're hurting yourself. And there's so many Jesus and so many philosophers and gurus and everybody have that same message, and all the different religions and theologies that say it starts with you. And as a caregiver and a codependent and a people pleaser, because I was trained to be that way, I have sacrificed myself a lot for many years, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired. It's time for me. And I can tell you for certainty that on the occasions when I've said, I really want to help you and do this, but I'm just tired. I can't do it. And if I let myself get this exhausted, I'm not going to be good at work. I'm not going to be good as a friend, as a partner, as a family member, because I'm going to be so depleted. I'm not going to be any good for anybody. So graciously, thank you for thinking of me. And I say no, but please let me know the next time I'll be more available. And every time that I dared to say that, because that was really hard, because I thought they're not going to love me anymore. They're going to disown me and they're never going to want to speak to me again. They've said, well, sure, of course you can. Is there anything we can do for you? I'm like, wow. All I had to do was stand up for myself and say it. And I love you. I care about you. I really want to be there, but I'm just so depleted right now. I need to get myself together and get myself rested, and then I'll be back. Lovingly. That's loving yourself, and that's loving them too. And that, my friend, you and I, it's our journey until the day we die. That balance. It's okay. We don't have to save the world. We just save ourselves and maybe one other person and see what happens after that.
Yep.
No, it's big, especially when you have a big heart. And I'm a caregiver on top of it all too. So it's always going out. But if I don't have anything in here, how am I going to give it out? So my quest and my goals every single year is to say, is when I get asked, can you do this and that, the other, I say, can I think about you and get back to you tomorrow? And I think about it. I don't say the first response, which is always a yes, because I want to people please. I said, can I get back to you and get back to you tomorrow? I need to look over my calendar and see if I'm free for that. And I think about it. Do I have time for this? Is this something that I can really do? Do I have enough to give up more? And then I'll say, I really don't have any time next week like you had wanted, but I do have the following week. So it's never a final no, but it's something that's balanced for me and for them, It's a journey.
What are your tips for setting boundaries with family members or young children who may not understand your like work life boundaries and how to teach them in a way where you're sharing what you're going through, but also like teaching them their boundaries and self care for themselves at the same time. Where it's
Self-care
not like
has,
you're like leave me
yes.
alone, like don't want to say to the kids or family members.
Yeah, no, you just want to, you want to change your language, because self-care is very, very important, and self-perseverance, and the boundaries are in your language. So instead of saying, leave me alone, I don't want to hear it, or I can't do this right now, and that sounds really final and maybe hurtful, let's say for the kids, they need something, they need your attention, and they're like feeling rejected, and still say, hey buddy, daddy's really tired right now, but give me about an hour and then I'll come back to you, okay buddy, I promise. Yeah, it's all about language with caregiving, especially with children and elderly. It's all about, I'll get to that in a little bit, but right now I just need to focus on this, or I just need to rest for 30 minutes, but I'll come back to you, okay? You know what I mean? So you still can take care of yourself, and you still can address the needs without always being like firing at you. And no, it is not selfish to self-care. It's all in your language. It's all in the language. So I used to say, leave me alone.
Follow up.
And then they're like, wow, you're so mean. And I said, you know what? I had a really bad day. I feel really overwhelmed. I just need a little bit of space just to not talk and everything. And then get myself okay. And then I'll be right back in, and we'll talk about what you just asked me. And when I do that, I've had positive results. No one feels rejected. No one feels angry. I got what I needed. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, thank you guys for all the great questions and participation. This has been a great session. I don't know about you. I want to,
Lisa, and I want to extend this to everybody in this group. At any time, if you would like to have a one-on-one hour conversation where we talk about these things and troubleshooting, because sometimes when you troubleshoot and talk with someone that's neutral about things, things get more clear, and you have a better perspective of how to move forward. I am available, no charge at all. We would have to schedule, because I'm a caregiver and I'm doing this and that and the other. So we'd have to schedule a time that we could Zoom, or we can FaceTime, or whatever. If anybody would like to have those one-on-ones. I know without my one-on-ones throughout my, I owe my life to all my therapists and the people who helped me along the way, because they're like sounding boards. I speak, they go, so this is what you're saying? I'm like, no, I don't mean that. And just that back and forth was so helpful for me to get clear about a lot of things that I was having grudges about, or holding on to and frustrated about, and was able to know of so many things. So please, Lisa can forward my cell number to you guys, and you're more than welcome to.
Okay, sounds good. So I'm just preparing to send you guys all an email for everybody who attended tonight. It includes the video that we were hoping on sharing, but since we were already a little bit over time, I'm just going to share it with you guys via email. It's just a YouTube video by motivational speaker Mel Robbins on how to set and achieve your goals.
She's awesome. I love her.
Yeah. So thank you so much again for everyone.
She's really cool. I think you guys will love this video. I love her. She's very straightforward and candid, and And I appreciate that. I don't want anybody going around the book and medical, just shoot it straight. And she's fun. So that video that we're forwarding to you guys is really good, and it'll get you started on how can I change things so that I have more balance and I have more time for myself and etc. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you
Good
so much,
job, everybody.
All right. Happy New Year's to you all, and good luck on your New Year's goals. Maybe we'll check back in with you and follow up to see how you're doing.
Yeah, that'd be
a good
good.
one. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be good. All right,
All right.
we can do plans after that. First, do the what do I want and the whys and the hows, and we can do another session on the hows, the planning of it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Setting
Thank
up
you.
the plan.
Okay. Thank you so much, Charlene.
Bye,
Thank you
guys.
everybody for joining us. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.